What's up, everyone? Jeff here. How many times have you wanted to go explore a national park other than the standard touristy stuff? You want to go check out kind of the backwoods. Here I'm going to show you the steps into applying for a wilderness permit through the National Park Service website and how I plan step by step how to go into Yosemite. A lot of this applies to a lot of different places that you'll go within the National Park Service. Come check it out. Okay, so first things first, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to the National Park Service website here for Yosemite. As you can see, there's a bunch of disclosures here for the current government shutdown, so hopefully you're not applying anytime soon. But what you're going to want to do first things first is you're going to want to research kind of where you want to go. So first thing that I'll do if I'm going someplace new is I'll go to the Trailhead Map, and I'll go ahead and pull this up, and it will download this large map, okay? So in this map, you have all the points in yellow that are numbered. These are your trailhead entry points. These are the places that you're going to apply to enter and exit from. These are the only authorized place within Yosemite. Okay, so you have different other things within the legend. Obviously, they're all described down here. What you're going to want to do is you're kind of going to want to know where you want to go, whether you want to go Tuolumne Meadows. There's a lot of cool things over there. I've been there a couple times, the High Sierras. Whether you want to go to the down here, you can even go to Arsenal Adams Williams Forest. The John Muir Trail kind of goes through here. You have Thousand Island and Garnet Lake over here. That's a whole different process. But if you're going into Yosemite, this is the process you're going to do, even though it is very similar to this process over here. So I'm going to take you through the process of what I went through to apply for a permit going around Hetch Hetchy. So a couple things to note when you are planning. If you get there early, you can stay in their backpackers camp one night before and one night after. That is part of your permit. So if you get there really early and you're not there till you're not clear to enter the actual trailhead point until the next day, you're going to want to stay at this backpackers point. So from that point, you're going to find, okay, let's go to Hetch Hetchy. What's around here? Oh, there's these cool falls. I literally just copy it in. Go to Google Images. Let me type in image. Okay. And then I'm going to type in this. Oh, check that out. That's pretty cool, actually. All right, so that's the first one you'd hit if you went this way. Let's check out this one. I know this one specifically. This one you can actually walk through. It's actually a pretty cool trailhead. So now that I know, okay, I want to go to Hetch Hetchy. So here's a guy walking through right here. That's actually pretty legit. You can see the water. This is the entry point of where you're going in on this trail right here. Bloop. You have to walk through the falls. It's a pretty cool trip. So when you're doing this, so you have, I want to go, this looks like the blue line. Okay, so we'll go down that way. We'll start there, and I want to go, all right, we'll go here. We'll kind of go around here, and this is what I had planned out for one of our trips. Go around, boop-a-doop-a-doo, come back out, come out 28. Okay, so 29, there's three different lines. 29 says Miguel Meadow, Beehive Meadow, and you have Ranchero Falls, okay? So Ranchero Falls, that's where I want to go. So it has this blue line to Ranchero Falls. Blue, perfect. Okay, so I'm going to go in that way. Now, how do I know what I'm going over is really, I can do it. Can I achieve this? I recommend using Gia GPS. I'm not paid by them to actually say to use this app, but it is an amazing app on your phone, and also the website. You can plan out routes that are very detailed and show, like I have here, if I click on this route that I planned day one, and it's simply a drag and drop. You have different layers, so I can put the National Geographic's map, I can change the opacity on it. So let's say I want to see that, but I also want to see a little bit more shade relief. Okay, so I'll drop the Geo GPS. I'll put this up right here, but I still want to see some terrain features in the area. Okay, you can mess with all this stuff. You can blow it up. You can download this map on your phone, and it will track you along the way as you go through the actual route that you have laid out. The cool thing about this is the fact that you can, for example, here, okay, if you don't know what these demarcation lines are or anything like that, I want to plan this route. This is the route I want to go. Okay, click this, day one. This is what I had planned out for day one for our trip. Oh, cool. It shows the elevation. It shows the distance, ascent, descent. Okay. Anytime you see squiggles that go up very fast, you're going up really high in altitude. Okay. So for example, this is all going straight uphill. So day number 2, we had going straight uphill and then into Paradise Valley. Okay. So all these things are very good to know and a good way to plan out your route to see if you can do it. You want to make sure that where you're at, you got to think also you're at altitude. There's 8,500 feet. We're traversing over 8,500 feet, coming down and going down into that looks like 6.5 almost. Oh no, it's a lot 7, and then going back down into 5 on our next day. So you can see this traverses over a pretty decent course. This is going to be a 5-day trek. Okay, so that goes over that. So now I know where I want to go. I want to go back to the National Park Service website, and I want to go to their right here, follow these steps, trailhead information page. Okay, check the reports. Let's see if it's available. Let's say we want to go June 12th and we want to do a 5-day course. Oh, cool. So this says, if you read this up here, all these days within this course. So if we wanted to go Bud Creek, we wanted to enter at Bud Creek June 12th, that day is fully booked. There's not one day available to enter that day. So we'd have to pick a different day to enter. All quotas are based on entering on that trailhead. Okay, not where you exit, but where you enter from. And I'll give you a quick tip at the end on how to get where you want to go if that way is booked where you want to go in, still using the same trailhead. So I go down, I look for Ranchero Falls, May 17th, 24th, 25th, and 27th. As of this date, is completely booked. So June looks pretty open. So we have the whole gambit to choose from. Now you can book these 24 weeks in advance. Okay, so almost half a year in advance is you can book these actual through. You'll hear about the cool thing about this now. Before, you would have to fax in a paper copy of your actual wilderness permit reservation. Now you can do it all online. So applying for a wilderness permit, boom, click here. Okay, make your reservation online. You can do this whole thing online, which is awesome. Okay, so here it says the same thing I kind of just told you. Okay, you're the one submitting this. You can have multiple people come with you. You just have to submit for your group. Okay, so number of people in your group. Let's say we had 4 people, but 1 is iffy. Okay, minimum number of people acceptable. I'm going to put 4 and then I'm going to put 3. Okay, let's say there's only 8 people available on that trailhead. You can only submit for 8. Now that day has to be completely empty for you to get all 8, but more than likely it's going to be hard. There's very, very low quotas for some of these trailheads. Hiking start date, we're going to go to June. Let's say June 12th. Okay, starting trailhead. We know we're going to Hetch Hetchy, okay, because we looked at that trailhead around that area. Hetch Hetchy, we're going Ranchero Falls. First night camp location, okay? We're camping at Ranchero Falls. First night. They just want to know where you're staying the first night, okay? So, first night's camp location, put that in, okay? Ending hike date, okay? It's going to be a 5-day hike, so going into June 12th. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come back on the 16th. Ending trailhead was Hetch Hetchy, and it was actually Smith Peak was that other one that was just south of that. You can see it here on this map. We have it coming out, boom, right here, Smith Peak. So we're coming out Smith Peak, hiking up the road, ending where we park our cars. Okay, so Rancheria Falls, end hike Hetch Hetchy. On this application, you have the option to lift 2 alternative trips. Okay, here's the pro tip for applying for someplace. If you cannot get in on the trailhead that are very popular, i.e. you wanted to go in through Rancheria Falls, which is pretty busy, okay? Smith Peak is not that busy. You can reverse your route and go in the opposite way that you're coming out if you're coming out on a different trailhead. You can park a car, if you've taken multiple cars, you can park one car at where you're going to end and drive the car to the other place. And then if you don't get that permit, just swap, put another permit in, like you can see here. Yes, I want to do it. And then you just do the same information. So we do June 12th and we'd go to the trailhead Hetch Hetchy, and we're just going to go in Smith Peak. It's the same trail. You're going to see all the same stuff. You're just doing it reverse loop. This increases your chances of getting that trail specifically that you want to see for all those spots. Once you get all that, it'll ask for all your credit card information and things associated with that. If you've never done an actual backpacking trip to Yosemite, I highly suggest it. Hey guys, if you like that video, please subscribe to our channel. Check out the videos over there, and make sure you hit that button right below. See you next time.